Vipul.
I think you're in a much better position to answer that
Well,
question.
I'm going to say I don't think that's true. I don't think everybody does hate advertising. I think there are a lot of ads that people hate or react to in kind of quite a negative way. But there's also ads and certainly brands that people love. And part of what builds a brand is the advertising and the marketing that kind of works around it. I mean, when you think about some of the things that people talk about, I mean, the Gillette ad last year, a lot of the work like Nike does, and I know these are the names that get spoken about a lot, but I think when we're talking about people hating advertising and that, I just don't think it's true. I think there's certain ads that don't resonate and some that people still love, and that's when you know that you've hit a sweet spot.
Definitely, because I think one of the most important parts of creating a good strategy is uncovering that one golden insight. And if you don't have an insight that's going to eventually resonate with the audiences, I don't think the audiences are going to end up liking the ads. Again, I think Ali's in a much better position to be answering this question.
I've thought about this a lot, as you'd hope. I suppose, I reckon first and foremost, your strategy can be as good. You can have the best strategy in the world, or what you feel like something that you've slaved over and you've gone and spoken to people and you've got your human insight and you've made it all amazing. Yeah. But if it doesn't result in good work and work that works, it means nothing.
Yeah, as a consumer, what I'd like to say is when I look at an ad, I always look for a couple of things, and I think that usually forms the premise for a great ad. And one of them is relatability, when I'm looking at an ad and I can relate to it really well. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, at the same time, the ads that are able to deliver their brand message or are able to effectively sell their goods and services, because just to lead up to your point, at the end of the day, what matters is the results that the ads are supposed to be achieving. So as per young people, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is just new ideas. And when I say that, I don't mean that older people don't get new ideas to the table.
Yeah, thanks, Vipul.
But what I'm saying is, new ideas, as in, sometimes I believe that the fact that these people who are more inexperienced or haven't worked in the industry for a longer period of time kind of works in their favor, because there's a lot of stuff that they're seeing for the first time.
They're not sort of encumbered by... Yeah. You can be encumbered by experience as much as you can be. I guess there is freedom in it. There is a bit of a freedom that comes with that kind of ultimate reassurance that unless something goes really drastically wrong, you're going to find a way. It's going to be okay. Yeah. I think there's a bit of a release in that.
Just having that influence and having that calming, and also that, again, I guess that guiding spirit for a person like me who is young and inexperienced is really good, because it just makes me a better version of myself, and also makes me create great work.
A new pitch comes in and you're getting your team around and you're not kind of going, oh well, I better get some that are a bit older and some that are a bit younger. You just do it. But actually, if I'm to be honest, for probably about the past, probably since I had kids, it has been on my mind a bit that it felt sudden that I started to become one of the older or the oldest person in the room, rather than one of the younger or youngest.
I think every team, and especially strategy, I guess, needs a good mix and a good balance of people who have been in the industry for a longer period of time and haven't. And it just goes back to some of the points we made earlier about new ideas mixed with some level-headedness and calmness, because you do have that excitement on one end, but you need somebody to guide it, and
that's a good point. Kind of channel it a little bit.
Channel it, and just as a mentors as well. Something that I always look for, people to mentor me, because I know it's going to benefit me a lot, not just professionally, but also personally.